Hi, welcome to SAS, Second Act Soul Sisters. This morning, I guess it's still morning, I am going to try this recipe. It's actually my recipe. It is called Cheesy Keto Chicken Fritters, and it's only 4 ingredients. You're making it with ground chicken, and 1 pound of ground chicken, and it's uncooked. I just got this at Kroger's. Okay, so I'm going to put this in my mixing dish and pitch this. And then it calls for a 1/2 cup of almond flour. I've already got it measured out. I'm just going to pour the almond flour in here, or dump it in there. Then it calls for approximately 8 ounces of shredded cheese. Now, the shredded cheese that I'm using is this Colby Jack shredded cheese. It's got Monterey Jack cheeses in it. But you can use, if you like cheddar cheese, you can use cheddar cheese. If you like the Mexican blend, you can use that. Whatever your preference is in cheeses. My preference is Colby Jack. So it's 8 ounces, but I may need to add a little bit more depending on the texture. And then it's 1 egg, 1 large egg, and it's minus the eggshells. Then it is 1.5 teaspoons, and I don't have a 1.5 measuring spoon, so I'm just going to use 1 teaspoon, but it's 1.5 teaspoons of minced garlic, and I'm just going to kind of make it like a heaping. And then it's like 1.5. I use this total seasoning, and it's 1.5 teaspoons of it, and I am just going to put some in here, and then black pepper. You're choosing however much you want in there. I just did sprinkle in there. Just a pinch of salt. And that's it. I'm going to turn the stove on if you want. I was just telling Becky's here, that I hope the burner doesn't act up on me. So the burner wanted to act up on me. So I got the back burner lit, and I'm going to fry off the back burner. So you basically just want to cover your skillet with, I'm using the light olive oil, and then 2 tablespoons of butter. And you don't want to form the patties and put them right in. You want to make sure the grease is the oil that's hot. Okay, so I'm going to mix this all up. And Becky's a witness that I washed my hands.
Yes, she did.
There's just no way about it. You have to mix this. You have to use your hands to mix this all up.
Kind of like a meatloaf mix, isn't it? Just
Yep,
don't use your hands.
it's exactly what it looks like. I mean, just like a meatloaf. I'm just going to mix it, blend all that stuff in. And this will make roughly 5 to 6 like hamburger sized patties. This looks good. I don't think I need to add anything more. And the grease is starting to sizzle. I'm going to form the first patty. Now, there is a trick. When the meat starts sticking to your hands, you can wet your hands a little bit, and that will help. But just gonna pat the first one. And I'd say it's probably about, now it really is sticking. So if you get them too thin, they're really going to stick to your hand. So it's about the size of a hamburger patty.
Yeah, nice.
Okay, there goes the first one.
Did you tell him it was cooked or not cooked meat?
Yeah,
Okay.
I showed it to him.
Okay, yours looks so much better than what mine was, using the wrong stuff.
And Becky tried making this with
Cooked chicken.
with cooked chicken that she had. She wanted to get used up, and it didn't turn out. So, yeah, this is much better. This is, I mean, they look exactly like a hamburger
They
patty,
do, yeah.
the size wise. So there's 3 of them in there. So this is going to make, got a little bit too much. This is going to make 5 patties. Okay, they're all in there. And I am going to wash my hands.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Like, how long does it take to cook those?
It
usually?
takes roughly 6-7 minutes, probably closer to 7 minutes on each side.
Okay.
And I actually need to turn this up a little bit. I like the bigger burner. I wonder if it will turn on now. See?
All right, yay.
So we're going to switch burners. There. Okay. I don't use a timer. I just go by the looks. So I'm going to I put it on for 6 minutes, and it takes right around 7 minutes per side. Or, you know, you want the side to be like a really good golden brown.
I can smell them. They smell good.
Yeah. So I'm going to stop this while they're cooking. Okay, these are done. I just took them off out of the skillet. Look how delicious these look. They're so easy to make. So now for the taste test. Kind of letting them drain here, or drain the kind of a little bit of grease. Now the taste test for Becky and I. Grab a couple of forks here. Okay, Becky. Here's your fork.
I came hungry, so
So,
these are probably really hot, aren't they?
probably they just right out of the skillet.
Nice and crunchy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Okay.
They are hot.
Yeah. Really hot when you get into it.
They're so good. You can dip these in whatever kind of sauce you like.
Wow. They're really good.
Mm-hmm. Really good.
I'll have another one. Like I said, I came hungry.
My plan was to make this Asian salad. And it calls for the cabbage kits that you get at the grocery store. And with this parasite that's going around, we're in Illinois and I didn't want to take any chance. So I didn't make the Asian salad. But I will on another, down the road, on another cooking episode. So I'm going to end it here. And Becky and I are going to finish these because I do have a side that I am going to make. It's just you want to take this and I'll just grab it out of the freezer and I'll just show the viewers. Just something really simple because Laura likes easy and simple and nothing that takes forever. I don't like spending a lot of time in the kitchen cooking. So I just got something in the freezer department. It's just an Asian stir-fry style cauliflower. You just put it in the microwave for like 5.5 minutes. So this is what we're gonna have as the side with the chicken fritters. So.
What time's dinner? I'll come back.
So, thank you. And if you like this video, please click like and subscribe. Thank you.